Hello, welcome back for another video. This one's for the September challenge for the Diecast Models Community Facebook group. It's called Painted Blue, and it's done to raise some funds and awareness for the Alzheimer's Society within our group and outside. I will leave a link in the description if you feel that you might be able to donate, but obviously there's absolutely no obligation. This vehicle, unfortunate victim of, shall we say, a repaint, I bought from the local toy shop. I'm sure it was done with the best of intentions, even if not the best of finishes. I did try to find out who Jay Wilson team might have been, but clearly they're not listed locally and I couldn't find them on the internet either, but I'm kind of curious now, I must admit. The vehicle's missing a screen and obviously overpaint is not quite the word. So a quick strip down and polish up later. We've got it into primer and I'm just about to apply the bottom blue coat. Probably should have, if I'm honest, have painted the light coat first and then the dark after, but I'd been a little rushed on this one. I'd left it rather later than I should have done, so I kind of attacked it the wrong way around. But it's what's going on now is a coat of azure blue, which is from the Vallejo range of airbrush paints. Goes on really nicely, there's no need for any thinners or anything else. Lays down nice and flat, and there is a good metallic sheen in it once you lacquer it all up at the end of the job. Unfortunately, the camera's rather out of focus on this one. I was using an old camera phone and we had a bit of a disagreement about what was meant to be in focus. I resolved that problem, however, and if you live in the northeast and you looked at the night sky recently, you might have seen the phone burning up on re-entry into the atmosphere. Don't think I'll be having any more problems with that one. It's just a light coat of a baby blue colour that I mixed. In fact, it was originally mixed for the kind of hemispheres on a Dalek that I was restoring at the time from the old Doctor Who 60s TV show. It's laying on nice and evenly, although sadly, as I pointed out, it is somewhat out of focus. Just a little detailing on the car here now, or the van I should say. Just filling in the headlights with a bit of aluminium fine from Vallejo. I've also put a dot on the side lights there and the front on the front and the indicators and stop and tail lights on the back. Find a little bit of silver underneath the eventual coat of orange and red. Just lifts it a little bit, gives it a bit of glow, and looks a bit nicer on these small cars. Not a very complicated build, this one. Oh, while you're watching that, I'd just like to remind you that the purpose of this video is to help raise awareness for the Alzheimer's Society UK. And you can make a contribution if you wish, but feel under no obligation. I will leave a link in the description. It's something that this particular community on Facebook likes to do annually. I believe this is about the third time that we've done it, and we've been quite successful in raising a bit of money for the charity. And it is an extremely good cause at the end of the day. Just dropping some chrome on the bumper here now with my little micro brushes. It's an oil-based paint this, and I don't use too many oil-based paints, but it does leave quite a nice finish, although it does take a spectacularly long time to dry in comparison to the water-based that I normally use. Just have to remember not to pick it up by the shiny parts. Right, Neil? little sponge micro brushes that I'm using are really kind of useful for these small areas. You can just put the merest dot of paint on them without any chance of a run or a spread or a stray hair. Putting paint where you don't want paint to be. Well worth the investment. Particularly if you can pinch them from your wife's stash, which is what I did with that one. I'm putting a bit of double-sided tape on the glass section for the roof here because it is one that I got out of another model. It isn't as nice as I'd like it to be. There's some white paint residue in there that I really couldn't shift. So ultimately the goal will be to try to cast one in clear resin, which if it's successful I'll make a video and share with you. If it doesn't pan out, I'll share that with you too. I'm just pressing it into place here now and dropping the base section on. It's only held in one place. There's a tab that slots are put through round about where the number plate would be. And then because I intend to take it apart again to replace the screen, I am just going to glue this one into place. Struggling with the top on the super glue. Poundland Special. Just one little drop on the rivet, just enough to kind of replace the crown on the rivet end. And as usual, because as we all know I have very little patience with glue, I will be hitting it with the zip kicker and getting it to go off a little quickly. There you go, I'm kind of building up the shape of the rivet and reaching for my zip kicker. And as quickly as you can see that zip kicker is dissolving, the glue will be going off. Very useful find that I had, was shown to me by a mate of mine who fits windows for a living. This is what they use when they're putting your UPVC windows in and putting the windowsills on and so forth. It's a very strong bond. Just check we got a roller. And here we are for a little short look at what we've been up to. So with this one we've stripped the paint, filled in the holes in the ceiling and the roof where the original ladder used to be from its fire tender days, painted it a two-tone blue, fitted a chrome strip, done a little bit of body detailing, headlamps, grille, etc, and the hood ornament. Painted the wheels blue, which was inspired by my mate Don Hackett from Australia. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll consider giving to the Alzheimer's Society. I hope you'll consider clicking a like and possibly subscribing. Thank you very much and bye.